Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I want to talk to you about some important stuff today, especially with the first subject relating to Israel's involvement of its own massacres on the 7th of October. I previously released some articles that were published in Haaretz about video footage showed on Israeli television of helicopters bombing and shelling at the festival that they claimed Hamas committed a massacre at. It showed them shooting at revelers in the festival deliberately while they were running away. The new footage that was just released on Channel 12, the Israeli Channel 12, showed a helicopter footage from Kibbutz Be'eri on the 7th of October. What did it show? It showed an Israeli tank roaming around Kibbutz Be'eri, civilian population, between normal houses, residential houses, shooting at Israeli hostages that were with Hamas. The people who were talking and commenting about the helicopter video, they clearly stated they are shooting at hostages. They are shooting at Israelis, which proves yet again what we've said from the beginning, that Israel was the side who massacred the vast amounts of civilians on the 7th of October and not Hamas. Hamas clearly targeted the military posts. They took down the whole Gaza division and they recaptured 1948 occupied territories, including some of the kibbutzes. They were not targeting civilians deliberately. And what Israel is showing now, despite the fact that they had this proof from day one, just proves this point yet again. And again, we're not seeing these things plastered on mainstream media because they're still trying to show you that the massacres were committed by the Palestinians and not by Israel. So this is a very, very important development. The question is, why is Israel releasing it now? There could be many reasons for Israel to publish this video now. Number one, they're looking for a way out. So in a way, they're trying to shift Israeli public opinion from the whole campaign and saying that, okay, the people who were killed, not all of them were massacred by Hamas. Some of it was due to our fault, and in some way decrease the level of threat that Hamas poses to Israeli citizens. There are lots of talks of a potential deal coming ahead in the next few weeks or potentially the next few days, and Hamas is not backing down from its core points from the negotiations, which I will be talking about shortly. The second thing I wanted to talk to you about is Israel released new information about the leader of Izz al-Din al-Qassam brigades, the military wing of Hamas, MahmoudOD, saying that he's actually fine, his health is okay, and they claim that they have seen footage of him actually walking. Now, previously, there have been multiple reports of him being injured. He went through 9 assassination attempts. In one of them, in 2014, Israel killed his wife and his 7-month-old infant and 4-year-old daughter, but he was not killed. So this proves again that Israel's intelligence itself has been completely all over the place when it comes to the military leaders of Hamas, and they're ill-informed in many cases. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is a recent speech from Abd al-Malik al-Houthi. There's a lot going on in the past few days when it comes to Yemen. Yesterday I spoke about the coalition that America is forming to supposedly secure the Red Sea, and we all know what secure the Red Sea means when it comes to America, basically looking for another war. And what this guy said is he will be only targeting, again, he reiterated, ships that are related to Israel and not other countries. However, any country that will be supporting the US, according to him, any European country, will pay the price in accordance to what he stated in his speech. He said that the war, if America goes to a war with Yemen, that it will be worse than Afghanistan and it will be worse than Iraq. This comes after multiple statements made by Houthi leaderships in the past few days that they're still holding lots of capabilities that they haven't shown yet and are able to take action with them when the time is necessary and if America goes on an all-out war against them. The final thing I wanted to talk to you about today is confirmation from the Israeli President Yitzhak Herzog and his brother, the Israeli ambassador to the United States, saying that they are open for an option of ceasefire in Gaza. Haaretz released an article saying that Israel is starting to show willingness when it comes to the ceasefire in Gaza. And they also quoted the Washington Post analyst David Ignatius, where he said after such ceasefire, Israel might refrain from attacking North Gaza. And he also said that Israel needs to give reservists time to go back to their normal life. All of this is hinting that they are actually looking for a ceasefire, but don't know how to climb down the tree. This is coming simultaneously with another report that said Israel is basically waiting for Hamas. Now, I previously spoke about the strength of position of Hamas when it comes to the negotiations and how they're not backing down from their requirement that there must be a full ceasefire before they have any other prisoner swap with Israel. Now, Israel can't go and say we agreed to the Hamas conditions. They need to sell it in a different way to their own public and globally. They can't be seen as those who submit to Hamas conditions all the time, because it completely debunks the myth that they're having any progress in Gaza. We've seen the military attacks the last few days. Even today, Al-Qassam brigades, they published another video of them targeting at least 10 Israeli tanks and groups of Israeli soldiers in Khan Yunis and in other areas of Gaza, which just reiterates that Israel is lacking any sort of control in Gaza and they're being attacked left, right, and center. But they cannot go and tell their public that we're agreeing to the Hamas conditions. They need to sell it in a different manner. There was also another report of the Hamas political bureau leader Ismail Haniyeh going to Egypt. Yesterday I spoke about the secret talks that went on in Warsaw between the heads of intelligence of America, Israel, and Qatar, and how Egypt wasn't present in them. Now, Ismail Haniyeh went to Egypt on his own. No other country, reportedly, was involved. So this also raises questions as to how the actual negotiations are going and if there are separate types of negotiations going on through Egypt on its own and not just the Qataris, because Ismail Haniyeh is the political head of Hamas and he is in the picture when it comes to everything to do with the prisoner swap, the last deal, the long ceasefire, all of these things. They said that he went not only to speak to the Egyptians about a hostage swap, but other things in the region. So it might be related to the longevity of the ceasefire, their coordination with Yemen and other countries when it comes to the Red Sea, and the prospect of reaching a deal before 2024. So these were the main things that I wanted to talk to you about today. I hope I added some beneficial information for you, and I'll hopefully see you soon in the next video. Take care.